I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. This is Stop Drinking Alcohol 53. Start of a brand new year, and I've just been thinking about the website quite a bit and what my plans are for the coming year. And I mean, I'd really like to expand it as much as possible. I'd like to put a forum on there. I don't know if that's something that people would be interested in taking part in, but I think there's a lot of forums out there, and I don't think it costs that much to set one up. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. Try it out anyway and see how it goes. I'd also like to set up an area on the website that has got more structured videos, you know, mainly dealing with a lot of how-to stuff, you know, dealing with a lot of the cravings and symptoms and all that kind of stuff. During the day, I work at I write articles for other people's websites, and I do a bit of coding as well for people's websites. I'm not a great coder by any means. You know, it's just basic, simple stuff that I get paid a few quid for, and it pays the bills here in Spain. But more and more, I'm just being dragged back to the site. I just love this stuff. I'm thinking about the website all the time. I'm thinking about the channel, about addiction in general, and self-help, all that kind of stuff. But just the comments that I'm getting from people some of them are amazing, you know. Stories from people who've quit, and I can relate to so many of them. I can really feel the pain that some people are going through, because basically I went through similar things myself, you know. I was supposed to be doing a video last week about exactly what I'd learned during my first year since I quit, and going back and reliving old times, sort of, you know, just thinking about exactly who I was back then, and what state my mind was in, and the state that my body was in. It was just very difficult. It was very, very difficult, very emotional. You know, I nearly started crying at some stages, and I don't generally look back on past experiences. I don't see much of a point in it, you know, unless there's something to be gained from it. There's no real point in looking backwards. It's you're far better off looking forwards. But in order to understand myself, in order to make any sense in these videos, I sort of have to go back every so often and dissect parts of my life that I'd rather leave behind me. But yeah, when I have to do that, it's not very. But the picture I see is not very nice. You know, the idea that there are so many people that are going through exactly the same shit. You know, it's heartbreaking. I'm a year on now, and I can see, you know, there's no way on earth that I will go back there. You know, when I go back to that thing, I just think, do you know how I can't ever go back there again. You know, it's just the more I learn about it, you know, like there's no blame for anything. There's no blame for anyone. But it's just, sorry. So really, you know, when I'm doing my normal day-to-day work, I just want to come back to this. I just, you know, I feel so strong about this now. I feel like this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. So how that works out, and you know, I want to give up my day job, like I say, and I will do it by sometime this year, and I'll figure out the how-tos as I go along. So wish me luck. So if you've quit drinking in January for the new year, and you're still going, then fair play to you, keep it up. If you haven't, if you've made a blunder, if you've, you know, drank a little bit of poison here and there, then don't worry about it. It's not the end of the earth, you know. Just pick yourself up and keep going. It's one of the dangers, the pitfalls of people setting dates to quit, you know, where they build themselves up to the new year. And a lot of the time, what they do is they'll go all out for the last few weeks, especially at Christmas time, you know. A lot of drink consumed, and then by the time January comes, you know, the last thing they want to see again is alcohol of some sort, you know. And they quit for a while, and it takes them a while to get over the actual alcohol in their body, so they're not feeling any discomfort about not having any alcohol for a while, and then, you know, that discomfort starts to kick in, and, you know, they might not be able to sleep, and they give in. You know, in reality, the best time to quit is right now. You know, it's in the moment. That's the only time you can do anything is now, in the moment. So it's always going to be the best time. And then if you fall off the horse, so to speak, it's a lot easier to get back up, because there hasn't been this big build-up. One of the things that you should do if you've had a drink is to think about the situations that you were in when you were tempted, when you gave in. You know, who you were with, what you were doing, where you were, and most importantly, what you were thinking in your mind. You know, what kind of thoughts you were thinking, what mood you were in. Those are all important things. The thing about this thing, about dissecting all these, what went wrong and who you were with and what you were thinking and all that kind of stuff, is that it gives you the ability to think about it the next time. You know, if you come across the same situation again, then you'll know it's happening to you, and if you know it's happening to you, it's half the battle. Real learning is about behavior change. It's not about learning something and doing nothing. If your behavior doesn't change, then you haven't learned anything, you know. So by looking at these things, by really, you know, sitting down and thinking about it, and, you know, just don't give up. Don't think, well, you know, that's it, I can't stop, because that's bullshit, you know. Don't think that if you have a drink that you've got to start all the way back at the beginning again. You don't. It's you've learned. If you do that, also don't think that if you fall off the wagon and you get back up again, that you've to start all the way back at the beginning again. You don't. You know, if you do these things, if you ask yourself what went wrong and dissect it like that, then you've learned about yourself. You know, you've learned a bit more about your own drinking habit, and you've learned maybe something about the triggers. It's all about getting outside your comfort zone. You know, once you can take that into your head, that it's not going to be a comfortable ride, but it's not going to kill you. And that's basically all it boils down to, is discomfort. Different levels of discomfort, I grant, but it is only discomfort, and it all disappears. So that's the first video of the new year. Stop Drinking Alcohol 53. I'll have a video up during the week about what I've learned in my year since I've quit drinking, so I'll stick the link down below. If you've got any questions at all, then come over to the website and leave a comment there, or leave a comment down here on YouTube. If you want me to, if you have any questions about videos you want me to do, then I'd love to hear them as well. And if you've got any suggestions at all about what you'd like to see on the site, then I'm open to all suggestions. I've had a couple of suggestions already, and yeah, I mean, it's new directions. So until next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.